Check 1 2. I'm going live in 3 2 1. Let's go. Let's get it. Alright. Today's day 80. With only 900 in drawdown to go. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if we can make the best out of that $900 that is left. 900 is to 3,000. That is where we are right now in terms of ratio. Oof, what is going on? So this was yesterday's setup, man, that I didn't take. But it is what it is. So I got in on an earlier trade, got taken out, and then now like a nice setup formed. And if I did overstay on this one, yeah, we did come in. No, this is much later. This is the zone I was looking at. So wow, those some good returns. Good morning, Moira. Poloko in the building. How are you? Anyway, we'll let bygones be bygones. So I thought I did clean up everything. Group 1. Apparently no. So let's do that right now. Okay, so let's look at the 15-minute real quick. Wow. What is happening? We had news today. Oh, we do have some red news right now. I like to stay away from those at 7 a.m. So, and we had some red news in the morning. How about tomorrow? Friday we have NFP. On this day, I will only look to trade in the afternoon. So I might not wake up in the morning for NFP, but we'll see. So 7 a.m. we have some red news. Paloka, are you still okay? You have to be until there's a shift in structure, I guess. Wow, we are still going up, yo. Okay, I'll just do the normal thing that I do here. Just mark out the daily high, previous day high, and previous day low, and the mid, the EQ of this previous day range here. Look at that. The half of yesterday's range is yesterday's daily open. Interesting. Well, not exactly, but around that area. All right. This is yesterday's previous day high, previous day low, previous day Q. Also the previous week high is just around that previous day EQ, so I'm not gonna mark it. Weekly, monthly. Let's go to the 4 hour. Could we be going for this low here? That logic has not worked so well in this period, so but anyway, We'll just follow what the EMAs are doing. 1 hour. If this closes bearish, I think we might have like a structure shift right there. Maybe come down to take a few more lows and then resume upwards. Well, that's what I'd like to see, but yep. 30 minutes, 15 minutes. This is confirmed. Low high. If we do come back up here, then that's going to be a lower low. If this closes bearish, then there is this big one here that I will use. There could be something on a higher time frame. Looking at the 1 hour, this right here is also something, but now this is going to be confusing. It is also on the 30 minute. So any of those zones can be used. Well, this is not yet confirmed. We'll find out in 15 minutes. Paloka, are you still bullish? Oh, wait a minute. This looks like the best zone paired with that fair value gap right there, or is it a CB? The bias is bulls though, I'm sure, still. Anyway, we'll see. We'll not take the news. Anyway. Bruh. Make a decision. What do you want? Maybe I should wait for 10 minutes or 15 minutes after the news. But okay. And your bias is still bullish. Okay. I think you have a very strong strategy. It is a good one. Simple, precise, and also complex in itself, yeah. Those entries are not a joke. Oh, yeah. $15 minute. Okay. So for me to go bullish, I'll have to be a closure above this up candles here, which sometimes is pretty late, but we're talking 200 points from now. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. EMA is here, not lined up, so we'll have to wait a little. Oh no, this needs to be on the 1 minute, and these things are lined up. Am I feeling a short, yo? I think right now, because of this very little drawdown, I'm so much overthinking. I am very much overthinking. Otherwise, when I see a setup coming from a zone, I should take it regardless. But I am in under tight constraints. But anyway, let's see if we can climb out of that drawdown. 7 a.m. is here, but nothing's happening. Now this right here could be a sweep. this could be a sweep to resume going bullish, or maybe that was a sweep enough for lower prices. I like what I'm seeing. This has kind of thrown me off in the past, but maybe today it might be the thing. We got some SMT right there. That's the 5 a.m. price to 5 a.m. high to 6:30. And then this is done. I'm gonna try this trade. I'll give it a shot for a short. If I get smoked, we just go down to 700 in drawdown. 143. Oof, that is quite some distance. And then we will be touching on this zone here, so we're good. And my stop loss somewhere in this zone here. Let me look at ES real quick. ES has some nice relative equal highs up here. I mean, for some that is a double top, so that's resistance, so they're shorting and they are in the money. Same logic worked here. Double bottom buys, they're in the money. For me, I'm seeing liquidity, so, and either way you all make money at your own times. Because I'm expecting, like yesterday I was expecting something like this. See how we have a relative equal lows and at least one candle will come and trade below and then keep going up. I think on this day NQ might have dropped below, but the other one did not, or whatever. So everybody eats, man. Double bottoms. SCT people would never. They think that, you know, it's easy from, you know, those studies to think that that is a trap. You know, that's a set trap, but we're talking, I think 50 points is a lot in ES. And then here's another one. So are you gonna tell double tops and double bottoms people that their strategy doesn't work? It's, you're not telling them nothing. It's weird. There's something to eat for everyone. Everyone has something to do to eat in this game, which is the tricky part. Which is the trickiest part, if you ask me. I want to look at something. MT4. I might be taking this trade. So before I wouldn't take a trade from that if I see like the EQ levels right there, but I've missed out on some really good entries just because I'm thinking because that's the half point we're supposed to reverse. The thing is, once I see that signal, I just have to take it, yo. If it fails, it is what it is, but that's this plan for now. Low, high, low, SMT divergence between price, so it has not been working so well for me. The thing is though, and I should have written that down though, when I'm looking at these SMTs, the divergence, if an opposite divergence forms, then this one's right here kind of, I'd say the weight is less. That's close enough to the 50. So we'll take that trade. That's a lot of points. 125. This is only gonna be just one contract. And then aim for that previous day low if there's a trade here. If not, hopefully we don't get a signal if we keep going up. If it's deemed to go up further, maybe not get a signal. Paloko, let me ask you, now that the 1 hour is bullish, I mean it's becoming bullish, is that enough for you to take a trade? The previous one was bearish. Looks like it's broken some structure here. Does that negate you from taking longs? Because I think we have a 5-minute order block, right? Not yet. Or is that an order block enough? That small candle and this one and the big one? Or are you waiting for the big one here? Because this is already looking scary out, but there's a high time frame level there. I think I'm about to see a signal. Yeah, I'm gonna take this trade. Let me see the 129. That's sell, another sell stop, but an order. What is going on here? I don't have enough to buy. Oh, limit. Add order. Limit. Yo, what does that mean? What is the meaning of that? Stop loss must be below entry price. Oh. Did they change something again? Sell limit. I feel like sometimes TradingView just change something. This is the same thing I do. I'll just say like add an order. Oh, sell. Sorry. Before I start blaming the whole world. $240. Okay. For me, I think I have a short setup coming, but has not been working so well because I think I'm going against the daily bias, and I think that's something to kind of put down. That even though there might be some short setups, if the overall bias is bullish, then you're likely to do good on your bullish setup. So that is something I'm getting from you, streamlining from you, because man, the bullish setups have been amazing this period. And I did watch that Kimmel video. He told me to go watch, and yeah, I think he said he's made 6 figures on this run, just taking buys only, because there's no shift on this daily whatever. And I think somewhere here he said that he wasn't trading because there was no clear direction. I tend to do good in such scenarios though, because most of the time you'll see the previous day high is taken, goes to the next to the previous day low, and then within that range there's gonna be another previous day high being taken out, a previous day low heading towards the other. So I think I kind of do well in such scenarios with this strategy of mine. So if I imply that logic, wait for like a clear direction. But no, it's easy to say that because this period has really been bullish. But anyway, if we look at price in the past, there's a lot of moves once there's a confirmation of a direction. 15 minutes. Okay. I don't want my EMAs to give me I like my whatever to give me a signal if we are, going to the other side. Which sometimes I do get a signal at the end of at the low of the session, which of course there's ways to work around that. But my one trade a day cannot let me do that, which is helping me protect the capital. But I've been too careful though, and I'm now only 900 to go, so we will see how we can pivot from this. 5-minute order block confirmed. Take this back to the I want this to be it's okay. So a 15-minute order block could be again confirmed too in the next 1 minute probably. When I was coming up with this strategy, I was also considering 15-minute order blocks, but I think it became a little bit complicated, and I think that would be like just a strategy by itself. For now I can just use it as added confluence, but I'm not using it. Did you enter Poloco? Okay, you hesitated. You said the first one. Man, your strategies. I don't know. It's a good one, but I don't know why I'm scared. When I get the CFD, I'm gonna be taking those trades. I'll just enter when you enter. I'm just like Poloco strategy. Boom, let's go. Because we are bullish anyway, and also this is like an added confluence coming from that previous day EQ level. It looks legit to me. Yeah, but you know this month price has been one-sided, so plus I've been seeing your trades, man. It's just been flying from. So even the day you got out early, you would have. I think it could have. It still went up, right? I don't think it hit your stop loss. and I was taking a short that day that I didn't take profits, which is confusing because now when do you know the days when price will, you know, go the way and not? But I think that day was a good day to come out. It did hit that high time frame area like 3 times, still showing it doesn't want to go through. I just thought that, you know what they say, that time is a charm. So I kind of thought that time it will just go through, but shock on me. Clean sweep, boom, let's go. I will back test it actually. The fast order block in the 5 minute price then shoots. I'm gonna do a back test on that, but I will choose somewhere like this. But anyway, there's no need somewhere like this. There's no need though to always look for where it's not likely. Just random. I'll just do a random place, because I'm thinking on a price like this it's working, going down like this it's working. Maybe here it might not work so well, but then you have all this. Can I ask you, when you were like losing the other accounts, were you like, was it like the same whatever, was it the same strategy, or did you just start this strategy with the accounts you just passed? Or rather, when did you start trading this strategy? On the 1 minute, okay. Because the thing is, I used to trade a similar thing, and I think I showed you yesterday. But I think my problem could have been in line with the bias from the higher time frames. Yeah, so that was the thing, bias. So you only trade with the bias of the daily, of the higher time frames. And I think that will just make all the difference. Okay, because I used to do that stuff, man. Where is it? I think I call it okay, all these strategies. No, 15 minute 5 minute breaker right here. So that liquidity grab, when I started joining your live, I started using the bias. Okay, and it made all the difference. Look at this liquidity grab. I think that's what just happened here. A 5 minute displacement will be that, just the creation. Oh, wait. Let me go back. For me, this will be a 5 minute displacement enough. And then, yeah, like you just said, you can wait for a new structure on the 1 minute. The breaker does confirm that. It does confirm the visibility, all intervals, so we can see it. In this case, maybe I'd be a little bit late. The structure for me will be somewhere up here. And then I'd start now, you know, complicating. Now I want to see a fair value gap, blah, blah, blah. Which it's all good. So bias. So what is it a funded account? Be happy for her. You wanted to be the first one to make profit. Today you're not sleeping, no. If this SMT is negated, then I think we might be going for higher prices again. maybe, or maybe not. I don't care for that. Man, I'm yawning too early, bro. I did open MT4. I want to see something here. Lord of mercy. I'm still valid for shorts, even though the bias is saying otherwise. If I do see a signal, I'll still take it. Yeah, man, so lucky to start so early. 18, wow. That is a good start. I think like being disciplined just comes with, I don't know, some lessons maybe until you face a little bit of fire. There's nothing that can make you change, you know. So, but sometimes being too careful too, then you call it discipline. You know. So are you like using the same strategy? Is it like you're following the same plan? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okie doke. Following your plan. I started modifying mine and I instantly started getting punished. Okay. My wife also trades, and she also has her own way of doing things. So when I was starting, it's kind of because I kind of introduced her to this stuff. Well, I pushed her. I wanted us to do the same thing, but she's been defiant from day one. She just wanted to come up with her own things. Well, so she does also like follow up with what I'm doing. But sometimes she'll just look at my charts and be like, so why did you not enter here? I'm like, what did you see there? This, that. And then it works. But then I'm like, what did you see? So there's no way I could enter right there. Because if she's looking at the charts right now, I know she's in a buy as well. With her own style that I never get. Somewhere like this. Buy. Hey. And it just walks. So this is the all-time high right here. I think next time I'm back testing, which is gonna be frequently now, I'm gonna start switching my head to bias. Only take trades in that direction. I've been focusing so much on just the previous day range, which works well in a ranging period. But I found out that when the market is trending, I don't seem to do so well, and maybe that's the problem. Bias. I still don't see nothing here. ES does not want to go up. Why? Well, that's not an issue. We can see them just catch up real fast. Let me look at YM real quick. US 130, US 30, US 30. This guy just does his own thing. It seems to me like they want to get down here. Previous day low. Or not. Man, I like moving things around too much. Loco, did you enter now? Your sister is in the money. Oh, waiting for the second order block. So would that be this big one here or any other block that forms? Vice versa. This is good. Weak body weak. There should be some sort of a resistance on or support on ES. So giving vibes for bullish prices. Okay, got in. Where's your stops? Where'd you put your stops? Way down here. ES looks good. I like to see this when I I'm considering it, or when I'm in a trade that weak, body weak. Normally it's gonna act as support or maybe on the other side resistance. So an indication that we might get some higher prices, maybe. For me, my bias is still bearish until on the 1 minute the 50 crosses the 50 crosses the 100, then I'm bullish. Way down here. All right. 3602. $36.51. 3602, right above that candle right there. CFD. All right, I will join you when the 15-minute when we do close above these two candles here on the 15-minute. We close above there. I am taking that trade. In the meantime, we're still in this thing here, so I'm kind of still watching it a little bit. I listened to a guy called Mark Douglas. Do you know him? Mark Douglas. He's saying things like the more you know. Well, what did he say? I'm gonna paraphrase. The more you know, the more complicated this thing becomes for you. The less you know, the better. Or rather, knowing more doesn't mean you'll become a better trader. Well, you can be more skillful. What am I saying? What are you saying, y'all? Mm-hmm. ES doesn't want to go higher. What is the problem? High. Still no. Still in play here. What is going on right now? Yo, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be right back. So I'm waiting for a 15-minute candle closure above these two candles, and that's the only time I will consider taking buys. Why do I feel it's gonna be like a one-sided day if that happens? I feel like it's just gonna keep soaring up for the rest of the day. So I do have 7 minutes, and then I'll come back to check that out. I'll be right back. The mic on all the time. Oh, mic check 1 2. Oh, okay. Scary drop on ES. And Q insisting on the other way. Weak body weak. We do not care. We will just look at the 30-minute. Pull that to the side. This could be reused later. I'll just have it there. This could be reused too. One entry, another entry, another one. Aim for this nose or ES is dropping. Ooh. Took out the previous yo, I don't need all this. One, two, three. There's also some sort of an imbalance here. I'll just mark it for the sake. Nice. What am I looking for? It's a daily level. Well, looking at the 5 minute, it's like a fair valid gap. Maybe put the stops below the fair value, but still, you know your plan. You never know, bro. The stop loss is there to do its job. So it might still fly. I would put my stop loss below the fair value, the candle that has the fair value gap, in case, you know, they want to use that area as support. And sometimes it can go all the way and close the full gap and keep going up. But then again, you know your plan, you know why you put your stop loss right there. Well, I'm assuming, because looking at the CFD, this 30602, is that where you put it? Right here, somewhere right there. There's a gap right there. But anyway, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be something. Okay. Made what you call a good mistake. By mistake. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Good mistakes. Those can be tricks though. They can be traps set up by price. Not that it knows, but it could be traps set up by price. Okay, look at this. Well, not to confirm at least until we close those candles, but for me now, this would start negating the bearish divergence there. But anyway, still looking at what that means. Still looking at those examples. Unless we close these candles and form a bullish one, I don't think that is. But you know what? On lower time frames, it could be a thing. Oh, let's look at the 5 minute. Bruh. 5 minute. No, it's not 0. All intervals. All intervals. 5 minute. 5 minute. So the first move, I'll go to the 5-minute. So what will be the first move? So if I'm not wrong, you did enter on that order block right there. This thing is dropping. But you never know, you never know, you never know. And you stop right here. Ooh, you get smoked. Alright, so my bias is back to short, so if I see a signal I will enter. In this case the EMAs are freshly lining up, so I'll need to see a fresh retest as well, back to the 50, and then I can get in sync. And sometimes I don't get that, but it's all good. I think me trying to, you know, follow setups has kind of hurt me. Some have worked, and those little have worked have made me to take more of the rushed setups. That I think is the reason why I'm now at 5900. So I think I'm gonna be diligent to the strategy now, and just, if I'm going down, go down like a soldier, as I say. I'd rather get in on a good trade and then keep adding, you know, as it progresses. Otherwise, probably, maybe if not for the EMAs, maybe that would be an entry, but under what criteria though? What am I looking for? So the pivot that I want to take, that right there would be, this right here will be an entry. We're gonna get in that CFD zone. My stop loss will just be up here, and then I'll take the high this low, and my TP was something like down here. So this is how I've tested this, but I haven't tested it with regards to the overall bias, which maybe would negate the losses that I was taking when backtesting. Or maybe that would be overthinking now. Anyway, we'll see how that goes when we get there. Or did you take another trade? Oh, 30573. Okay. Let me see that. Let me see that. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I thought you said that fast your stops at 3602. So at 30573, yeah, that's much safer now. That is a much safer area. So at least, you know, that fair value gap can be like, you know, give it a chance to be like a line of defense for your longs. So now it will only be low probability, but body closes below the fair value gap there. Then now you can start shaking, but with your stops somewhere here, 30573. Yep, give your setup a good fighting chance, yo. Okay, you entered here. Okay. Well, that looks legitimate to me. I'll be joining you soon. I just need to see a closure above this. 15-minute closure above that. Boom. So what I'm learning from you is, if the bias is bullish, then I don't really have to wait for the 15-minute breaker. I could get in early, man, but I think I'm having an issue trusting that it will work. That will need a mental shift or backtesting, yeah. So this area around the 1 minute. I think I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna name this, let me see, instead of just saying buys, I can do something like, 15 breakout bullish. What did I do? I don't like that. Bullish breakout. Yeah, I'm gonna backtest it, man. That could be actually just the missing key. Because, man, by the time my 15-minute order block is forming, the breaker, the move was already gone significantly. Yeah, I did. I watched it, and then I ended up watching so many other videos of his too. So I never took Kimmel seriously. I'll just see his videos and just brush through them. The only content I used to watch was the one that he would talk about platforms. But for his strategy, I never looked at them until this weekend. I did watch, and my perception of him just changed. I now take him as a serious guy. I think there's a time. I think, who did he beef with? Who was it? He did a video. Cause there's a time he was doing videos on other people, and I didn't like that. I think he did a video on what was this guy from California? Mamba FX. Plus, I think he was just trying to grow an audience. I think he was saying that the guy is not. Did he say that he's not profitable, or his signals group is ish kind of, you know? So I never took him seriously. But watching his videos over the weekend, man, I think he has something there. Even though he's, you know, pitching for his group, I think he has a group, right? He's still giving a lot of value. And then now what is it called? Is it called a sales pitch? But you know, if you want to know more, I have a group. But before then, he's still showing a lot. He's giving a lot of value, and I respect that a lot. I respect such people. I respect that. So I will go back and watch that bias video again and again and again until that bias thing is embedded, because I think in my trading I haven't really focused on that aspect, even though I've heard of it maybe from ICT. My focus, as I said, was really pretty much on the daily range. So I'm looking for the previous high to be taken out, and then automatically I'm aiming for the other side. And when the price is trending, that might be hurtful. It might be good when price is ranging. I think you can have more profitable days doing that. When the previous day high or low is taken, you aim for the other side. But on a trending market, that is not good. Do we have news tomorrow? No. Then we have some red news on Friday. I'll still save this as one. I'll say 15-minute break, bullish. And then do the same for bearish one. Maybe be more specific. Break a low. Yeah, and then that'll be in red. The line will be red. Save us. Bearish break a low. breaker. Let's say hi, and then save us. So that can save me with clutter. Let's see if that will make any difference. So on the high to right there. Did I get it right? Did I get that right? Yes, I did. And then break a high. And then I can get rid of. No, what am I doing? That'll be the low here. Then get rid of the box. Does that look clean? Not so much. I think I'm used to seeing those boxes. Nah, I don't like how it looks. I'll stay with my boxes. With my rectangles. With my rectangles. So this is gonna be like a resistance area just because of that breaker right there. Low, high, low, low. But doesn't mean it's not gonna go through, but we can see the kind of hard time it's facing here. One, two, three. Hey. 8:15. Let me check out something. Let's go to 14 minutes before I consider. Oh, who? Jimmy Kimmel. Wow, 3,000? Lifetime, man, that is expensive. But I guess you get the value, but still 3K. Mamba FX, I think he charges his for $49 a month. Is it $49 a month? I think so. I think he has like tires. Tires, how do you say that word? Yo, Google, how do you pronounce? Let me ask Google. Tires. Third party. No, come on. Oh, it's tears. Tears. Damn. Just following bias, bro. Yeah, I think on his video he said something of the sort that in this period he has made over 6 figures every week for full month straight. Wow. Tears. And all he's waiting for is just for the first 5-minute bullish order block to form, and then he gets in. Like, where did it get complicated for me when I was watching him? Like, what you do is that what he does too exactly, or that's kind of what you got? Like, that's the concept you came, like your strategy is a concept you just got from his teachings. Yesterday's support on ES is now today's resistance. Okay. Okay. I didn't know he has a free course. Wow, I think the guy is clever. Because now he has a free course. If you use it to make money, you won't have a problem paying this $3,000 for the other group. That's a nice way to go about it. If they can't afford the 3,000, help them make the 3,000. Kimel trading. $200 payouts. I haven't seen that video. I'm sure I'm gonna subscribe to the guy. Let me subscribe. Mzee mkubwa. Mambo vipi?
I've been trading for the last 7 years and I've gone through a lot of ups and downs.
Subscribe.
Had a lot of times where I thought
Kimel, because of Poloko, I'm now a fan. Oh, 31 videos. Wow. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna go through that course, honestly. I'll see what is. Because I'd like to have a course of my own someday, but I think mine is gonna be more. Well, it is free. Market sheets, fair value gaps, order blocks, high value areas. I'm gonna check that out. That's a good model he has there. Before he hits you with the 3,000. Gain your confidence in your trading by mastering the direction of the market. Prof in the building, what's going on? No, you're good. You're good. No worries. We've been here with Poloko. We've been here. Okay, seems like we are tanking. I will watch those videos later. Gonna check him out. Mastering bias is a key, is a must. So now even if I want to get in a short, ES is just about to get to those lows right there. How many points do we have? Is this right? Daily, okay. Do I think maybe this guy will want to go and catch up? I don't think so. I think longs could still be valid, in my opinion, if ES has already taken those lows. So anyway, we'll see. Do I really want to take a short today? If something comes up. Why not? We are trading from a breakup. This is a fair value gap paired with a swing low right there. I've been watching those like a hawk in the sky. Yeah. Is that a straight line? Yes, it is. What is our low? 36.45. What is our high? 36.45. What are the odds? So the high of this candle is exactly at the same price as the low of this candle. Low 36.45.25. No, it's not really. A difference of 25, a quarter of a point. Oh, wait, that thing go. What am I doing? Loco has your sport. Um, Poloco is in a buy. I don't have a trade yet. A short setup could be forming here, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. Then again, if I pass on it, that's me trying to think I know what the market will do, what price will do. So I'm not feeling this too much. I wonder if most losses I've taken, if the trade, if the whatever look like this, the charts look like this. Let me just check out one of them. Let's see, like the first loss I took. Yeah, look at that. Look at that behavior right there. Let's look at another one. Not so bad. But I'm sure the bias was bullish on this day. February. Let me see. Was this a buy? Yes. When was this a buy? No, it was a sell. Okay, doke. Could have worked. From a long time ago, maybe that's why. Well, we know now. Okay. Are most of your losses buys or sells in us? I can't even tell, bro. I'll have to look at that too. But for the first week, the first loss is a buy. The second one is this was a sell. The first loss is a sell. The second one is a sell. Wait a minute, did I get that right? The first one is a buy, and the second one is a sell. Let me see this one. It ended up just selling, but yeah. Let's look at this third week, the second week. Sell. A sell. A sell. You see that? 3 trades in a row. Selling. Loss. And I bet this is a buy. Okay. Bias is king. And then I believe all these are buys. Let's find out. So I'm gonna introduce another column and then just have buy sells. I didn't think that was important, but now move stop loss too soon. That was a sell. There's gonna be 1 or 2 here and there. Same thing. That's another trade. That was a buy. A buy. The month of February. Okay, let me check out another week and then we trying to buy, took a loss, but let me see what it looked like the rest of the day. It went up the rest of the day. I think I hesitated on this first setup here, and then I took the second one and took me out. So if I took the first one, that would have been a winning day. Yeah, happens. On this one here, I took a small size, so I was like, I made so little, so then I decided let me take a bigger trade, which was not bad even if I lost, because I just used the stop losses here to offset that stop loss, that whatever, the loss on the second one. But I should have just left it alone. 1 trade a day. 1 trade a day. Okay, I'll check that out later. Later, alligator. I think I talk too much and I'm missing out on a setup which I am skeptical to take. But I'll just do it virtually. Back to that previous day EQ. So following my plan, that would be a setup. I would take maybe my stop loss above, cover that fair value gap right there that I'm seeing, and just watch it work without me. There's a fair value gap here, so I'm usually looking for those, at least to put my stop loss above them. Looks like a good trade, honestly. I think we've had a hard time trying to climb from here. You know what, guys? Let me just take it because it is part of the plan. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing here? If I get smoked, I get smoked. 258 to make $500. Market. It's the first setup that was presented. And I am 250 is a lot, bro. Yeah, I mean, if it takes me out, it takes me out. But look, I'm trading against bias. Oh, record, I forgot. One is to 2 is gonna be somewhere here. So looking at $500 if this thing works. $517 profit. Well, let's see how this goes, bro. I need that win or not. A fair value gap right here. Let's see if that holds, maybe. So that's my first line of defense, and my second one is right here. Oh, did you notice, if you ever come back, Kimmel was also talking about something I've kind of got from him about PD arrays. Having like 3, like an order block, a fair value gap, and like a breaker. And that is something I also had from ICT too, but never current interval only. Yeah, but also had some good trades on the counter bias too. But you know, a few of those trades, you know, make it look okay to trade against bias, right? And then you still end up losing. Like right now, I'm in a sell, but I've seen a signal. I had to take it. I had to take that signal. Not yet inverted. If that closes, then I will consider that fair value gap inverted. Need to see a body close. We're looking for 129 points. My stop loss is 64 points right there. A little bit skeptical though. What does skeptical mean? I keep on saying that word. Let me just make sure I'm using it the right way. Skeptical. Not too sure, maybe. Yeah, an attitude of doubt. Or a tendency to question the truth of something. Alright. Nicely used, I guess. When we on ES, if we take out these lows, so ES is way down here. Previous day low. So is this guy likely to catch up? I mean, I've seen that in the past, but just 1 or 2, 3 examples, not too many. Are they likely to fly? Well, I'm assuming that we're gonna keep going down. Let's look for some ultimate targets here. From the high to the breaker. We're looking to see if we can end up here today. Oh. Oh my good lord. It's all good. You wanna take my trade? It might work. I've taken a lot of losses. Today has to be a win. Oh, what am I looking for? The goal right there. And a 15-minute time for yo, get out. So looking to see if we're gonna get down here. And then I would like to see the reaction from there if we do get down there. So if I do get that TP, I'm looking at $500 in profit. I'm risking 250, I guess. Looking good so far. And these are the kind of tracement that I like to see. 0 to no retracements. But let me not talk too early. ES is taking out that previous day low. And then also going into that daily imbalance right there. Or what is this? Like a daily something. Daily fair value gap, I guess. Let me put a daily without, yeah. So there might be some sort of reaction in here. Let me do this. Let me add that middle line. So by the time it gets here, we have made it to this low. I don't know. So watching that. Bruh, why are you turning around? Fair value gap right there. I like to mark those just for. And there's also another one up here. We'll just mark it for the sake. I'd like this to stay open. I'd like them to stay open. This is now an inverted fair value gap right here. Inverted. Which could act as resistance now, but do not come back here. Just keep going down, brother. Brother. How many points so far? 50 points, 56 points. Uh-oh. Bruh, what is this thing doing? Yeah, once we took out our previous day low again. I don't know, Poloko, I don't know. That retracement is not looking good. But we'll see. Yeah, the fact that ES, traded to that previous day low, yeah. I usually like to look at the distance, like the other side. I'm like 56 points. You could have just done that on this other side. This thing does not want me eating, man. It's all good. Well, I thought I should have at least got to that gap down here. Anyway, the stop loss is right there to do its job, so we're good. The entry was somewhere here. I did hesitate a little bit, but the entry price is 625.75. Okay, so 1:2 is even a little bit higher. I will adjust. All right, future setup that I'll be taking will be looking something like this. Something like that. A stop loss just above the 15-minute breaker, and then aim for this area right here, or not, or maybe the half of it, and then take something, then leave a runner. Stress free, get in, and then just go do other things, or just hang out here with with you. Yeah, I mean, already it reacted to the 5-minute order block of my setup. Let me check that out. I still have those marked. Yeah, right here. Wait, your setup was way up here, I think. Oh, this right here. Okay. Oh, the small one down here too. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the thing is, I'm submitted now. Whatever he wants to do, there's not so much I can do here. I'll just put this on the side here. Yeah, look at that. It remembers. Price remembers. So now hopefully this gets, you know, disobeyed. But that'll be a good scalp, honestly. That'll be a nice scalp. 53 points. Anyway, we'll see. I wish there's a way I can have a setting where I don't have to keep doing this. Like, I don't want to see these low time levels on the high time frame. I wonder how you could do that permanently. All right, let's go back to the 15 minute. Look at this. Now we know what's gonna happen here. One side has to be taken out, and it shows that the wrong side. Well, there's no sewing, so I can't really draw that. Trading against bias. But I can argue the session bias, like as of now, is bearish. So maybe the next 15-minute candle would use that area as resistance and then keep going down. So we have fair value gap and a breaker on the immediate 1 minute time frame right now. So at least 2 PD arrays. What else would we be looking for? Well, currently we've got 2 inverted 1 minute. This 1 minute right here is inverted at the moment. Do I have that mark? No. Okay. A triangle right there. Price is being squeezed. Not really. Let me pick up this call. Oh, never mind. This is a valid area too, but cream de la cream will be like right here. But I'm okay with 2R. It will do get down there. All right, guys, it's 9 a.m. Might step away from the charts a little bit. Stop loss is right there to do its job. I don't know about this setup. I just don't like the fact that ES has taken out that the previous day low, but we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna hide this. I'll say current level and below, so I also see it on there, whatever, on the 1 minute. Okay, so this is kind of giving me some hopes that weak body weak. Now if that was to be negated, then now game over. So that is kind of giving me some hopes. Forgive my drawing. I believe that to be a strong resistance area. Weak body weak. But if the 15-minute came in closed above here, then game over. Kind of like what I was thinking here when we had that weak body weak. I thought that would be like some sort of support. It kind of went up and then it shot down, but look at that area now being used as support too. So I think it is a thing. Another weak body weak, same thing right here. Weak body weak, same thing. Just something I've noticed looking at price. Was trying to understand the ICT concept of a balanced price range. I don't know if I really did get it, but for me, I would call that a BPR, but I could have not understood that concept so well, so I just call it a box, or weak body weak. Just make it mine. How I see it fit. Balanced price range. Another way to see it would be price negating the formation of a fair value gap. And the reason price would go to a fair value gap is because the way I understand it, there's some unfinished business, so it's going to finish, spots left out. But with this right here, they're not leaving any unfinished business, so it's kind of like it's a done deal area. So, well, that's how I see it. All right, man, you have a good one. Enjoy. What time is it? Oh, at your time, if I may ask. I know Kenya right now could be 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Go ahead, brother. Go on ahead. If you feel in your heart and after you pray everything is calm, go for it. Just ask the Holy Spirit, what should I do? Or what is it I'm not seeing? Then you will just know what to do. It should just come. 6 p.m. Okay. It was not gonna be forced. You'll just feel it inside of you. Then just go ahead and do it. Beverly Gap with a swing low right there, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Is acting as support at the moment on the 1 minute. Hey, I like this one, paired with a swing right there. This setup really looks good, but it is not looking good at the moment. Body weak. And I also like my stop losses to be above at least half of this box if it forms. So I think it's kind of safe up there. Inverted. I will see. Price has been squeezed right here. Can you see that? Rectangle, triangle. Or what is it? Like perfect. Paloko, what do you do apart from trading? Like, do you have a job? Yeah, you did tell me you have a job and it's hectic. Okay. Nice. Junior architect. Good. You plan on opening your own farm or something of the sort? Do you, like, if your trading just, you know, becomes immaculate, you start making a lot of money, do you plan on keep on being an architect, or are you just gonna focus on trading completely? Oh, nice. A fresh graduate. Congratulations on the graduation. Okay, I'm gonna delete that favor. Look, I'm just focus on this one right here. That's like a mini support that needs to be driven through. Oof. But at least you have a job, you know. It's a good way of, you know, looking at things. Okay, that's a swing low. I'll add to the no, let's just stay like this. Okay, this setup is looking funny. I could close and play safe, but then if it comes down and goes and hits my TP, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So I'll just leave it alone. I would not like it to go above that middle point. If once I'm done with this, whatever, when I get the CFDs and just be a little bit free, I think I'm gonna start taking your trades too, and then I'm just gonna keep it simple. Just take the breaker trades just from the 15-minute time frame. Because either way, I'm waiting for the 15 breaker to form and then waiting for a retest of that area and then looking for evidence that we want to go down. I may as well just trust the breaker will work. Just my entry right there, my stop loss up here, and then just aim for this whatever and just flow. Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, because that's the same thing I'm also looking at. I'm looking at what I'm using in a month, and then I'll need to save for 2 years. Oh, you want for 4 years? Okay. I think for me, I'll be okay for 2 years. But I think my job is not that, you know, like high end like yours. I could always go back to work if I want to with the job that I do here. But for you, I think once you let go, it might be maybe, I don't know. But that looks like a good plan. 50k should be attainable in my opinion. Once you get that 50k account and then go for a payout, then maybe shoot for the 200 one. Alright, sounds good. For me, I'm hoping for price to go down, so we might be praying against each other if you enter. Yeah, because it doesn't want to go short. It does not want to go any shorter. A squeeze on the 15-minute time frame as well. Let me just draw. See that? And see this. Price gets squeezed in here. And then it's gonna have to make a decision, go up or go down. So one, two, three. ES is in the lower half of the previous daily range. ES in the upper half of the previous daily range. Bias is bullish. Hi. I don't know about this. Me don't know about this. Let me look at YM. What about YM? What about US30? US30. It's in the upper half too at the moment. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I'm recording that setup. Oh, yo. My bad. Recording for the gram. Have you seen the? I think you're following me on Instagram. When I was getting those wins, man, I had the motivation to keep making those shots, and then I started the losses. I don't feel like making those shots. So I have quite some shots to make. I might just combine the losses in just one video, and then when I start winning, I know the motivation to make those shots will come back. Maybe I was a little bit too fast sharing the progress with, I don't know. Maybe I should have just left it to be organic, because on Instagram I was sharing it with friends. You don't want to do that. Keep your friends out of this. If they want to find you organically, yes. But taking it to their face, I don't think that's a good idea. So probably if I go back to making those shots, I will only put it on the, because I was doing it on the status as well. So your friends are seeing what you're doing. I'll just update on the page and not put it on the status, so they can still be found organically. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Those shorts, the one with the most views are the ones are the trades I'm losing. The one that I don't have so many likes, but the one that has more likes compared to others are the trades where I'm losing. I find that to be interesting. Especially the one I say this is frustrating or has a lot of views compared to the others. I guess a lot of people are relating with getting smoked. I'll take this back to ES. How would I do the shift space? There we go. Okay, I can safely remove this now. 220 is the highest profit I've seen. No. I did see some profits the other day, but I didn't take money. Well, I must say 200. I have not seen you in a minute. It feels good to see you again. So if this works out, I mean, on Monday would have been... What happened on Monday that I can't remember. Yesterday I took an off-plan trade that cost me taking the main one, which would have been a winner. The day before, what happened? Let me find out. Meaning I should be up. I would be up like 400. I should be up like a 1200 if this would work. At least 1,000 for the week. What happened on Monday? Oh yeah, it was a good trade. It just didn't work out. And then I think after, a good trade formed, but then again, one trade a day. Okay. All right. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Do have a good one and enjoy your time. Don't think too much. There's nothing to think about. 3 years is enough time, I think. But all the best. Your best advisor will be the Holy Spirit. So ask him and he'll give you a clear answer. Well, you'll just know what to do. All right, Balaka, peace. And I think you're gonna lose. Because that mean I win. All right, see you. I'm gonna step away from my charts a little bit. It's 9 a.m. I don't want to be glued here for so long. The stop loss is right there to do its job in case this thing reverses. And the TP is way down here. I think maybe this is where we could be ending the day, hopefully. Right about here. That'll be just the distance from this high to this low to what I think is the breaker. Low, high, lower, low, where we went back. So that high to that low, 2 times that distance will be this area here. And my TP is just above it. So at 2 points, 1:2 is right there. And I think I'm taking my profit like a quarter, 1.25 points higher than where 2R will be. So 126 points is 2R. I'm taking profit at 124.5. Hopefully this does work. I like this fair value gap here. Maybe paired with that swing low. So hopefully that's the last fair value gap that we are dealing with in terms of reversing. Look at this, paired with that swing. Want to get rid of this one here. I'd like to see that respected and then just stay down from here, but it is what it is. Current interval only 5 minutes. This is like the where we are right now with that distance, the same symmetrical swing, like 1 standard deviation from the half, the same distance to the upside is the same distance. That's kind of where we are. So looking for the same distance 2 times will be down here. And yeah, I already did say that. Look. Prof only said a few words and then left. Okay, going towards that previous day EQ level. ES just went through that daily imbalance. on the daily right there. Now what next? $300 back to 1200. We need a little bit more. That fair value gap paired with that swing low right there has worked so well. I think I'd seen another one too. Where that didn't work. Right here. Fair value gap paired with a swing, and I think I should mark it so I can just, it's gonna be easy to study. Okay, we just go to the 1.5 standard deviation distance, if I would say that, of this high here, which could be a nice area for TP. So in future, when we start taking big sizes at that one SD, you want to take a partial. 1.5 also take a partial. For now I just have to stick and wait for my full price to be taken. If this thing was to reverse and take me out, man, so be it. That would be unfortunate, but whatever, man. I'm done. Like, I need to go back to that area of just whatever. Ideally I should break even here, but I'm not going to. So this low on ES is this low. ES has taken that low already. So by the look of things, I think ES is also gonna take that low as well. By the look of things, which is pretty much somewhere here. I'll call that sell side. And my buy limit is just above that low, so looking good. Nas, only 31 points left. That is nothing to you. 31 points only. I don't know if you guys saw that trade where I only had like what, 6 points, only like 6 points left. And this thing just turned around and never looked back. Hish. Only 6 points. $340. Actually, let me remind myself what I'm looking at. I think I was looking at $500 today. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 504. Maybe after fees and commissions, that might be 490 something. Oh, it took your 0.1%. Uh, this area can also be an area where, you know, it just gets to and just reverses. But I'm not gonna break even. It can do whatever it wants to do. So we did take out that low. All right, I'm gonna step away from my charts now. Just, you know, I'm hungry. Let me go get something to eat. I'll still be watching it anyway. So once we hit that TP, I'll be back here. All right. Be back in a few or in whatever. All right. All right. Should I just close here or just let my ego? No, the ego have to do with anything. It should be a break even. 450 is not bad. 462. What am I looking for? For $50 more, $40 more. I'm gonna book in some good substantial amount. 467. Guys, I'm out. I'm good. It's gonna hit TP, but I'm out. A difference of $50 is not gonna hurt me so much. 450 is good. I'm out. I'm just gonna mark this as 2R. This is the reason why sometimes it's just good to step away from your charts, because I think it's just gonna hit that. This is a fair value gap paired with a low, and then it's just gonna dive deep, but I'm good. I was looking at 504, maybe after fees and commissions, 500, 490. Yep, I think that was a good trade. That was a good trade. It's been a minute since I took a decent trade like this, a decent win. Entry price, profit level 30510.75. So I settled for a 1.83, which is good enough. All right, my 2R is somewhere here. I think it's gonna end up in here, but bruh, I'm in drawdown and I think I just booked. I'm back to 51,356. So my drawdown is now 1,357. So I've bought some time. Yep. All right, I'm happy for that win, and I'll call it a day. So I'm gonna journal this real quick. First of all, take a screenshot of where we are right at the moment. Bruh, I just took. What if this thing just reverses and never comes? Ma. Only 10 points, but that has happened to me last week, where there was only 6 points to go and it just reversed and never came back. But I'm content with that. Difference of $50 would not hurt me, or $15 would not hurt me so much. So in future, these will be areas of adding onto the trade. Here's another fair value gap paired with a swing low. This is also a swing here paired with a fair value gap, and this is currently failing, which is a fair value gap paired with a swing. So even with a low win rate, and then you kind of do some of those additions, kind of makes sense, but also could be harmful too for when you take losses. For example, you add here, gets here, and then reverses. Then again, cannot live in fear all the time. All right, stop recording that one. Okay, doke. Oh man, I haven't seen a win in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days of drawdown. This is the kind of the problem with these platforms now. A few days of drawdown just can take you out, which is can make you feel like you're not a good trader. But because if my drawdown is maximum $200, 2,000, 600 gone just like that in only 4 days of losses, you know. So anyway, it's all good. We have to do what we gotta do in the meantime. What is this? 8:39 a.m. And then some of the things that, you know, you can never be taught, or it's just, I don't know, like this too has a probability of just reversing and never getting down here. So like, how is it, you know, sometimes to get out at such points? Well, sometimes you know you're supposed to, but you don't. But how do you get taught that? How do you know, some la la la. What time did we get out? At 9:42 a.m. 9:42 a.m. That don't sound right. 8:39 a.m. to 9. Okay, yeah. That's close to an hour. The stop loss is 63, 115. $115. Risk to reward ratio is like 1.83 if I do remember. Bruh. Isn't this unfair? Like, I'm already out here, but I'm just thinking someone who's still holding for the full 1:2. But anyway, this is the price for holding retracements. That's the price you gotta pay for holding on to trades. But looking at this is giving me chills already. I'm not even in the trade. I still do think we'll end up here. Okay, what screenshot of what I've been looking at this day. That's all I need here. I had mentioned something. Let me take the screenshot first. I had mentioned that I would like to add when we close below here, but we never got a retest. And also here, if we do get a retest, it's okay, another day maybe. Well, adding on to trades is not in the picture anyway at the moment. It is not even a consideration. Well, it is a consideration. It has been considered. Oh, I already hit the screenshot page. Boom. Make sure it looks good. Yeah, that's good enough. And then I made a total of 456. Decent enough. That's reducing the weekly drawdown to only $79. I did hesitate taking this trade because I'm trying to get in sync with the daily bias thing, with the bias, but you know, I don't know, I just felt like that was a good trade to take. Everything just looked good. Everything looked good. The SMT right there, the breaker, the 15-minute, the unwillingness of ES to go any higher, and then what else? And the setup on the 1 minute just looked too good. It looked amazing. So I just took it. Submitted to the loss, 250. And I took the damn thing. My bad. And I took the trade. So what else am I doing here? Was there any drawdown? Yes. This right here would be a small drawdown. 6 points was the drawdown. So where's that calculator? Six divided by 63. No, that ain't right. 6 divided by. It is right. The drawdown was only 9.5%, so we'll just do 9%. No, we'll do 10%. 9.5. I think I've been... No, not. What else is left to... What is that difference of 39, 40, 41, 42? That was 1 hour, 3 minutes. Was the total duration of this trade 39, 40, 41, 42? Yes. The potential, we'll have to know that later. If I'm taken out right now, or if it never comes down and takes me out, the potential will be 1.9. We'll see how that goes. I think I'm done for today's stream. I haven't been taking screenshots of the setup itself, so I'll just resume. I need to group all this into one. Where's that setup? The short right there. And then take the screenshot. Honestly, when I take losses, I don't want to do none of this. Well, I'm supposed to, so I don't want to do none of this. Snipping tool. Yeah, that's good enough. I haven't taken a screenshot in a minute, but I'll get back to them. Today is 6/3/26. So here are the screenshots that I have for the setups I've been taking. So there should be at least 80 screenshots here. 6/3/26. But as you can see, it's only the last one I took was 5/22, so I do have some catching up to do. What is the importance of this? Using them as thumbnails, maybe. At the moment, I'm not seeing the importance, but I guess it's a tradition. Wow, swing low. All right, I think I'm gonna end my stream here unless there's any question. There's 4 people watching. Prof, I don't know if you're still there. And then there was Mzee Mkubwa. He said hi and then didn't say anything else. Let me make sure I didn't miss. Mzee Mkubwa 8770. Hello there, Prof. What's going on? So my drawdown, man, was at 5900. So my plan today and yesterday was to try to, you know, take multiple trades, but then I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Just follow your plan, and drawdowns are a part of the game. So, you know, and then of course with the challenge that we have in the little drawdown, a few days of losses is gonna look like, you know, your strategy is not working because the drawdown is just too small, and I cannot risk less than $200 a trade. I think that's, nah, I'm okay risking $200, which is 10% of the drawdown. I just don't see why I should take a trade, because ideally when I was down like 5900 with a drawdown of less than 1,000, you should be taking, you know, small losses. But you know, it's been 80 days now. I don't know. I'll still keep on with the $200 trades. Hopefully tomorrow maybe get another good win. Last day of the, tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yep. And then Friday get back to 52k, then we can work from there next week. But we'll see. This thing is just, who knows, the trajectory is just dynamic. My goodness, look at this trade. I've already taken my profits, but I don't know, this is, sheesh. If I still held for my 2R, which is what I should have done, I'll be down. This will be less than $100 in profits right here, coming from 450 plus. And at the look of things, probably likely to keep going higher, or not. It will come back to retest this area, and then I'll drop completely. But this is the cost you pay for holding. Once you choose to hold on a trade, that right there is the cost. Let me look at this right here. This is gonna be my future. These are gonna be my future trades, and I just go for a simple 1:2. You don't have to leave the 15-minute time frame. In this case, I would never, yep, I would have made it to 1:2 right about there. This was a sort of, I'd say, a perfect example. I don't know, 3 people watching now. Is any of you in a trade, or like you're just a fan, or just choose to remain incognito? But thanks for coming onto the stream though. Thanks. All right, my drawdown is now at 1357, which is not bad at all, which is not good too, but not bad. It was worse. It was only 900. Think I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll be back again tomorrow. If I hadn't got a trade today, I'd come back in the for the afternoon session, which I think we're already in New York PM, right? 10, 11, 12, 1, yeah. But I'll show up at 11 for that, right before 12 a.m. candle my time, which will be the 3 p.m. candle New York time. Alright, so no more engagement, and I think I'll just end here. We thank God for this win, man. Oof. You know, a losing streak of just 4 days is not bad, but with the challenge, man, it's not good. It's bad. But yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. We're now in the month of June, right? Yeah, we're down $79 month of June. Oh wait, before I leave, let me take yesterday's screenshot, and then I'll now be done. So group 3. Ooh. Okay. Hey. Yesterday's full day screenshot would look something like this. This is not a trade I took. I took the this one right here that took me out, and then a nice one formed. That would have been a winner. 2R reached at 1:03 p.m. So I'll just leave it like that because the brain doesn't have to know that I didn't take. And actually, I'll just... So the brain will think, you know what, I took that trade, which is good. Good for the brain. But then again, that's not true. I might take that out. And just looking at this, I'll be like, yo, what happened here, my guy? Okay, that looks good. Copy link, and after, right there. Bingo, 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 lolo. So that's the trade I took before, and then that's the after. Let me make sure that's what I did. There you go. And that is information enough. And today's looks like this. That's good. I will say I did hesitate on this setup at first, trying to be in sync with overall bias, but trade was too good. But the setup was too good to pass. I did hesitate. Okay, let me not to take this trade at first, trying to be in sync with the overall bias, but the setup was too good to pass. Awesome. Sometimes I just traded. I typed this trade without looking. Whatever. I did hesitate to take this trade fast, trying to be in sync overall, but the setup was too good to pass. This could be the trades, cause if the setup is the overall bias is bullish, and these setups will still present themselves, but mostly they won't work out. But anyway, 2 trades a day could help with that problem. Yeah, I'm good. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna end the stream here. I will keep watching just to see. I mean, I'm gonna step out the chats, but I'm gonna leave my screens running just to see. I'm curious what the end of the day will look like. I am super curious to see what the end of the day will look like. It will still get that feel even though I'm out or not. Time. One SD. Do I want this on the this time frame here? No. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Let me just show this on this time frame. Visibility, current level only. Man, I love price so much. I don't want to leave my charts, but I have to go do something else. Yeah. I can just stay here the whole day, just current interval only. What am I doing? This one. 2R will be right here. What is this? Current interval only. I think it looks cleaner that way. Let me look at the screenshot. Whatever. Okay, closing scripture. First of all, thank you so much for everyone that came in. Poloko, as usual, thank you so much. And Prof did come in. And I think I saw there was someone also, Kubwa. Thank you for the comments. I do appreciate your presence here, and may God bless you too much beyond your imagination. And keep showing up and be diligent and just consistency, and let's see what this thing has in store for us, man. You know, just show up, engage it with price the best that we can, and the results will speak for themselves. Fighting through these wins and losses and drawdowns, you know. And getting sharper mentally too. This is not easy, bro, but you know, with the guidance of our Lord Jesus Christ, we will make it. All right, the closing scripture right there, Jude 1:25. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time, and now and forever. Amen. One more time, Jude 1:25. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time, and now and forevermore. And you do have a good night or a good day wherever you're watching from, and whatever day you watch this, I hope for the peace of God to be with you all. Myra Capital, and I'll see you on the next one, and I'm out. Peace.